Chapter 2. Megan saw herself falling, tumbling head over feet through inky blackness. She flung her arms and legs about, trying desperately to find something, anything to grab her to slow or stop her descent. Son of a! She let out an inarticulate scream. Her eyes lit up, and ethereal wings spread from her back. A horn jutted from her forehead. Discord! The area around Megan brightened. Her feet found prints on the floor, although what kind of floor she did not know or care. She looked around, eyes still glowing. Discord! Come now, my dear. There is no need to shout. I'm right here. Megan whirled around. A table was there that wasn't a moment ago. Discord sat there, dressed in a top hat and tails, a monocle over one eye. She raised her hands and started forward. Discord's eyebrows turned into an arch. My dear, I'm not entirely up on human anatomy and health, but I don't think blood from the nostrils is a good sign. Megan paused mid-stride. She raised a hand and rubbed her nostrils. Her eyes crossed as she pulled them back, covered with her own blood. Megan's body shuddered as her wings and horror retreated back into her body. She felt a bit of calm wash over her. Like you, she spat out. Discord grinned. Of course, he said, raising his teacup in salute. He drank the cup, tossing away the tea. Something's not right. He held out his claws, forming a frame around his right eye. A picture frame popped into existence around Megan. Yes, I know, just the ensemble. He snapped his claws. Megan's pants lengthened, and the individual pants legs fusing together. The color changed from black to medium blue, with a light apron sprouting from the back and tying itself over her waist. Her shirt merged with her dress at the hem, with the sleeves shortening and expanding, puffing out. Her boots shortened, with the color also changing to black. Finally, Megan's ponytail undid itself, and hair flowed down almost to the small of her back. Discord vanished, only to poke out from behind Megan's back. Much better. He waved a claw. A runaway appeared, with dozens of miniatures Discord standing there with cameras and notepads. Strut it out, Megan, on the catwalk. Yes, on the catwalk. Megan slowly closed her eyes. 10 seconds later, she opened them and glared at Discord. When I'm able to, I'm blasting off parts of you that'll never grow back. Discord's eyes rolled around in their sockets, finally coming to a stop and looking like a pair of dice. He smacked the back of his head and he rolled out, coming up with snake eyes. A little chance of that, he said. He snapped his claws again, disappearing and reappearing at the table in a flash. An identical flash had fell to Megan, but she remained where he stood. Discord stared at her. Once more he snapped his claws, but Megan refused to teleport. Megan looked at herself, then glanced at Discord. She slowly smiled. Don't worry, Discord. I can't say I forgot eventually. I'm here to make pills for it. Discord tilted his head back and forth. Alright, that one was good, he admitted. It seems you in your human form. Your powers offer you some protection. He raised his arm and snapped his claws once more. A large striped box appeared behind Megan. The crank on the side rotated around for a few seconds. As soon as it stopped, the top popped open and a doll popped out, resembling the top half of Mike Richards, Megan's husband. Megan let out a shout as she scrambled away from the jack in the box, her expression equal parts shock and revulsion at the empty of her beloved. She looked at Discord and growled, You bastard! Discord gasped and placed a claw on his chest. Mrs. Richards, please, language. There are children here. 3 flashes of light erupted around the table, leaving behind smaller versions of Discord with pacifiers stuck in their mouths and brows clutched in their paws. A tear slid out away from the table. Now, you may join us if you watch your mouth. Discord grinned. Not like you've got anything better to do at the moment. Right. Megan rolled her eyes, but trudged over and plopped down in the chair. She glared death daggers at Discord. You're not gonna get away with whatever heinous stuff you're planning. A halo appeared above Discord's horns. He placed his paws together as prayer. Heinous, my dear Megan. Perish the thought. What in the name of Primus or Granny Bonnie makes you think I have ill intentions towards you? Megan slowly looked at him. She spread her arms out. Say, I wonder why I think you had ill intent. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll call it Morning Glory, ask her, or any of the flare ponies that you tortured the last time you were free. Discord shrugged. Not my fault he didn't get my games. I was only having some fun with them. He threw his arms into the air. Really, you folks need to get that stick out and get a sense of humor. Mentally torturing someone and turning reality into a nightmare is your idea of games? Megan finally replied. She slowly shook her head. You just see other people as terrorists. That's all we are to you. Discard waved her off. Oh, please. I see you as much more than that. I'm rather insulted by your insinuations. What do you take me for? I take you exactly as all the other demons and monsters I have cared, Megan replied. I'll say your kind dozens of times before. Just like every other woman, you will be stabbed. Discard growled, fire danced in his eyes. Perhaps not. He held up a paw. The air above it shimmered, showing twilight sparkles on Celestia. I'll give Sunlight credit. With those pesky ponies already wearing their elements, I can't directly influence them. No easy solution for me here. He slowly grinned and put his paws together. Well, them I can't directly influence. There are, however, other options. I'm nothing if not creative. Wait, do we have Discord being a manipulator? Actually being smart? Oh my god! The rumors were true! You can do that! Why can't you other lousy fakes that have Discord in it do this? Oh, and the comics! The comics too! Why can't you, bad comics that have Discord in it and feature some sort of random OC, not have Discord be manipulative and cunning? Yeah, I'm calling those comics out. I don't even remember the female OC in them. I just know those comics sucked. The chronicles rose from his chair, against the bow in Megan's direction. I do apologize for having to leave. He gestured to his furniture sitting at the table. I'm sure you'll be good company while I make suitable arrangements for the incoming visitors. Megan shot to her feet, knocking her chair over. Don't you dare lay one claw on Discord! Discord bared his teeth at her. Oh, and what are you going to do to stop me, Megan? That doesn't involve your head exploding. He snickered as she stood there, glaring at him. Oh, sorry. I don't want you to blow your stack. No need to get all hot-headed, my dear. He brought his claw up, snapped his talons, vanishing in a flash of light. Twilight looked up at the structure. She cantered side to side, taking it all in. Okay, yeah, I think I know where he is. Her eyes narrowed. Anyone see any sort of entrance? Applejack rolled her eyes. Twilight, you realize this might as well have been a flashing sign that's laying ambush over it, right? Raymond S. flew up and over to Applejack's side. You got any better ideas? We'd love to hear them, she said, chapping a foreleg of the structure. Right now, that's our best bet. Randy walked over to Celestia and Luna. Pardon me, Your Majesties. I don't mean to intrude, but Discord, do you remember if he was showy? How much of an ego did that ruffian have back when you sealed him up? Luna looked over him. He did indeed, Miss Ben. Discord's create attention. Had a need to be noticed in any and everyone around him. I dare say much of what he did revolved around gaining others' attention, and if he didn't get enough of what he wanted. She closed her eyes and shuddered. What he did still gives me nightmares. A voice boomed out from all around him, sending Firesight showing a strange shock. Oh, please, Lulu. You need to get that stuck out of your flank and learn to live a little. You'll wind up as bad as Celestia one of these days. Upset's snoring stomped the ground. I'll take it, that's Discord! She looked around, eyes narrowing. Show yourself, you varmint! She stopped the ground again. I let out a shout so far beneath her hoof, sending her legs shooting up from underneath. Oh boy! Fluttershy dropped back to the ground, right above Applejack. She grabbed Applejack's barrel and held her over the less slippery ground. Oh my! She looked up to the air. That was very nice of you. Applejack could have been hurt. Discord's voice boomed out again. Ha 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 ha! How positively cliched of you, Fluttershy. A little spill is nothing. You folks laugh at that in those newfangled movies all the time. And as for showing up, hayseed, unlikely. I prefer not to eat a blast of rainbow magic to the face. Thank you very much. Think of what that would do to my complexion. Celestia snoring, steam billowing from her nostrils. What did you do to Megan? Was the sword silly cease alive and unharmed? Did you really think I'd kill her? Luna shook her head. Of course not, Discord. You don't break your toys. It's not in your nature. Celestia slowly breathed in and out. Discord, What did you do with Megan? Francis's eyes appeared to Nate's on the structure curled up, revealing 6 small doors. These at the center of my little playground. All around, fountains in the royal garden started spewing forth a brown liquid. If your pawns manage to make it through to her, I'll reveal myself. But only them, silly. You and Luna aren't allowed to play. Applejack shot off in the air. And the reason we don't use the yellows of harmony on you right now is because you don't know where I am, Applejack. Firing off your little rainbow death ray won't do anything to me, nor will it free Megan. Honestly, Applejack, you're such a silly little pony. Discard paused. Then again, being silly may be the least of your problems, Hayseed. What a particularly pathetic group of element bearers you collected, silly. A hayseed bumpkin, a fainting Facinisa too afraid to get her hose dirty, an acrophytic Pegasus, a future Wonderbolt washout, a pig pony that makes me look serious, and a pontificating pest of a pony who freaks out over the slightest deviation from her schedule. Twilight's eyes narrowed. It won't work, Discord. We took out T-Rex and stopped Queen Celestia's invasion. We'll stop you too. Pinkie Pie, meanwhile, bounced over to one of the fountains. She craned her neck up and sniffed, her eyes wide. Chocolate milk! As she gasped out, her head rotated almost 180 degrees as she stuck her head under the downward flow of the milk. She quickly gulped it down, belly extended and filling out like a balloon. Applejack rolled her eyes. She galloped over while Rainbow Dash slowed down. Come, Sora Plaguey, we don't have time for this. She grabbed Pinkie's body back. Her neck stretched out almost impossibly long, allowing her to keep her head underneath the cascading chocolate milk. Rainbow Dash dropped down next to Pinkie's head. Pinkie, this is totally disgusting. That milk's traveling through dirty pipes. Don't you learn anything about sanitation while working at your cute corner? Pinkie gasped, sputtering a bit. Her head moved away from the fountain. She coughed and stuck her tongue out. Yuck! She looked around the other fountains, down at the warm, cloudless sky. Oh boy. Rainbow Dash followed her gaze. What's the matter? Pinkie scratched the back of her head. Well, Dashy, I have a bad feeling about all that milk under the warm of this day. See her nose crinkle. It's gonna be one big mess here. And believe me, after a year dealing with the Cake Twins, I know my messes. Rainbow Dash's face scratched over disgust. I think my stomach just reached into free fall. Twilight went up to the holes. Applejack tried up to her. Again, you realize it's a trap, right? Twilight nodded. Yep. Her heart glowed. And no, I can't teleport into the structure. It's a chaotic, insane jumbled mess inside. I'd just be as lucky to bisect myself as teleport into empty space. She looked into Applejack. You realize we have to go in there and rescue Megan, right? Applejack nodded. Oh yeah, just as long as everyone knows we're all getting into you. A shadow passed over her, catching Applejack's attention. She looked up. What the? Applejack gasped. The sun was racing across the sky, leaving a fiery trail in the lake. The shadows lengthened and stretched out as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the land in darkness. No sooner had it dipped down, the moon came out, bringing everything into sharp relief. The moon disappeared almost as quickly as it appeared as the sun rose east, racing across the sky once more. Celestia's head shot up, her horn flashed to life. Oh no, you don't! She said, grinding her teeth together. The sun showed a bit, but it continued across the sky at a breakneck pace. Rainbow Dash flew over and landed next to Applejack and Twilight. Okay, no time to argue. We better get in there before Discord decides gravity is too boring or something like that. She looked over her shoulder and waved a wing. Pinkie, Fluttershy, Birdie, come on! Pinkie settled up to offensively checking Fluttershy. Fluttershy, I know you're scared, but... Fluttershy flew over to Rainbow Dash. She touched down trembling hooves. I don't want to do this, but I know I have to, she said, swallowing. Rainbow Dash reached out and wrapped her wing around her. We'll promote you to element of bravery at this rate, she said, smiling. Rarity rubbed her chin. She looked to Luna, who was by now also wrestling with her own celestial body. Highness, pardon me for asking, but how sure are you that Discord put Megan at the center of that ghastly isolated prison? Luna went her head back as the moon appeared once more. Discord knows that if he lies about where he's hidden something of value, then his prey will refuse to come back here! She dug her hose in the grass. Megan is the center of that insult to inclusion and geometries. Nay, dear auntie, in no other way. Discord's predictable or not. Twilight pointed at the sun and moon. Princess, is Discord doing that? Celestia spared a glance at Twilight. He is Twilight. It's innate chaotic magic. It alters the area around him, and it won't stop at the royal gardens. She twists her hair back, mane flapping about wildly. It'll spread beyond, cover all of Equestria, all of Equus, and probably cross the rainbow bridge to Earth. You must stop him here and now. See what disbands Steel. General, fly to Carrot Castle as possible speed, and ward to a Discord's escape, and onto the oncoming chaos. Captain Steele saluted. Your Majesty. The full Princess Keedits, just an offensive puts, Captain Alma and Meezy. With that, he turned to try for a few steps before launching into the air, flying towards Caroline Castle. Twice's eyes narrowed and her mouth turned to a thin line. We won't let you down, Princess. First, I let the holes over. So, we can all go into one of them? Two of the holes immediately closed up. Francis, the leader, tapped a dozen feet above, revealing two more holes. Discord's voice boomed out. One door, one pony. No cheating or cutting a line. First, I looked up at the two holes and rolled her eyes. I'll fetch me our samples, she said before flying up. Rainbow Dash chuckled. Okay, that was easier and way cooler than I thought. She looked at the other four, expressing turning serious. See you on the other side, she said before flying up and joining her oldest friend. Twilight looked at her Applejack, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie. You girls ready? Pinkie's mane puffed out and her tail shook like a rattle. Boy, this isn't quite dizzy, but it's pretty close. Rarity sighed. I'm not ready, for the record. But I know what must be done, for Megan's sake and for Equestria's as well. She held her head up high. I'm going in! Applejack smirked. Just make sure you don't get your hooves too dirty, she said, winking. She held her foreleg as Rarity's horn glowed. Cannon. She looked around, and up at Rainbow Dash with Flair's eye. Just be careful there, alright? Rainbow Dash looked down. I don't think that's gonna be much of an option, Applejack, but thanks. She looked at Flair's eye and leaned in close. Be careful. I'm calling on Tiz of being your mayor of honor when Big Man pops the question, she said, before turning and flying to one of the entrances. A thick, solid branch slid down mere seconds after she passed through, covering the hole. Flair's eye swallowed. She reared back before flying in the other entrance, eyes closed, peeled back and teeth clenching in horror. Twilight, Applejack, Rarity, and Pinkie all exchanged a look. See you on the other side, Twilight said. She turned, lit up her horn, and walked in. Wait. I really can't comprehend this, guys. Arcane Striker is showing an alternate way that the Season 2 premiere can happen, while still keeping to the element and remembering that if Discord couldn't do it one way, he would find another way to trick them. I'm sorry, I'm just so used to seeing idiots go, well, she should have sent an army. Well, Arcane Striker's like, no, an army would be stupid. This is unfathomable. This is smart writing. A lot of the other people should take note.